Hey, it's Wrestling Hero Figs. It's the weekend, so what are we doing? We're gonna do the customs, man. We gotta do some fix-ups. We also gotta do some dolly makeup time. And I know Undertaker, you might be seeing quite a bit of him, but when I say Undertaker, I mean Undertaker, you guys. This whole row over here, this is gonna take the dead man's probably whole 21-1 run, making a return in order to execute this video. And then after that, yeah, Brock Lesnar ended up beating him, but we're not talking about the streak. We're not talking about WrestleMania. We are talking about Mark, and actually a character that we had done before Mattel stepped up. And this is the great thing about this channel, you guys. If you are stopping by for the first time, of course, hit the subscribe button, drop a like. If you want to be one step ahead of the game when it comes to making figures that Mattel might not even make. Now, luckily this go around they did. And what did Hero Figs do? Well, I'll tell you what. I loaded up on them. That's right. So not only do we have the custom version, but we also have an army of The Undertaker, like I said, before the dead man had come along. Dun, dun, dun. What are we doing? Okay, this is what we're going to do, you guys. This figure right here, it's going to give you so many benefits. One, the whole clothing that you're getting with it, it's going to benefit a couple of things. One, obviously, as you can see back here, demolition, and a huge shout out to my good brother, Flama Blanca. Check this out. Axe, smash, well, Crush is still slacking, but we got to find one more in the wild. And when we do, that's when you know those slacks, those assless chaps are going to be benefiting us. That's right. Same pants that we got with The Undertaker. I'm just going to call him that. I know his name's Mark, but for me, it's engraved way too much for me to call him anything different. But yes, we went ahead, took them off, and they actually work really well. And I know you guys may be questioning like, dude, I don't know. I think Crush is what? I think about 6'8". Yeah, he's about 6'8", 6'9". Undertaker was 6'10". So these chaps shouldn't be all that big of an issue. Or even on some of the smaller characters, if you do look right here towards the bottom, I mean, they are crunched up a little bit, but really not that noticeable for them to go ahead and not use them as an actual piece. Again, I got to find one more to wrap up the set. But all that being said, you guys, again, this guy right here, he's going to help us out in so many ways. And I know you might be stuck with 3 vests. One thing you could do, there's actually several characters that have worn the same similar black vest that Mark came with. But before we can get to that, I do want to show you the parts that we are going to be interchanging. We're going to hop back right there into Mark in just a sec. Mike Knox, that will be one of them. Undertaker, I ended up picking up a second one, you guys. I told you that belt was not only going to help us out right there in order to have Kane right there, all matchy-matchy. So now luckily we do have 2 belts right here for the whole shirtless theme. So that whole reenactment, oh yeah, not a problem, dude. We don't no longer have to use that actual WCW title. We can use the actual 2001. But yes, one thing that I want to do right here, this is going to be the true mission in this video. And this is why you guys got to stick through the end to see if whether or not it's going to work out. And the reason why I'm telling you this, you guys, is because these earlier Mattel figures, this one was actually made back in early 2011, 2010. And the thing that you got to know about these earlier figures, they're not all that easy to torso crack. Like these newer ones, you just get in there with the screwdriver, pop that open, this things end up coming off. So this might be a nightmare, but it has to be done. As we did mention on the last fix-up video, I really want to do the shirtless look on The Undertaker within the tight design. Now that we have it right here on the pants, again, a lot of different scenarios. And I also want to do something about that neck peg, because if you guys remember, that one was sitting way too high. So I'm thinking once we slap the head scan over here to the shirtless theme with the whole tongue sticking out, if it's still sitting too high, I might just go ahead and use the one that we have on that figure. So yes, Undertaker, I'm telling you, this whole video is going to be mainly featured towards the dead man. Let's put this to the side because I want to hop back over here to Mark. And I know I told you that I call him Undertaker, but Snitsky, right here, we got your boy. Actually, it's not Snitsky. I know he looks a lot like Snitsky, at least for when it comes to the actual body of it. But the actual man's name is right here, Mike Knox. I'm going to convert this basic with the fodder parts that we have extra right here for Mark. So we're going to get that swapped out on over here. So that way we finally get the elite that Mattel never released. And this is kind of going back to what were we talking about. Like some of these figures we might never get. And I tell you what, if they end up getting a Mike Knox Legend contract deal, I highly doubt he'll be on top top of the list for them to make. Now, Snitsky, now that we are talking about Snitsky, here's another thing you could do, right? We got a whole bunch of different mark figures, fodders, so we're going to go ahead and utilize them to the best. This one has already been done, and this one has been featured on the channel. The reason why I wanted to bring them up to the frame is because there's some people in the community that are like, dude, I don't know if we need this Undertaker figure. I'm telling you, the fodder abilities that you're going to get, it's not only going to work for Snitsky, but also Heidenreich. Now, the best thing about this, at least when it comes to the Heidenreich, when I picked this up, I actually found this on eBay about a year or two ago. The thing with the whole, like, from the waist down, the guy that ended up making this actually had to paint the whole like quad area because I believe the one that he was using was the Vladimir Kozlov. And the reason why I can tell is that if you bring it up real close, you can kind of see like the paint right there mixed in. So this, we will no longer have to worry. With the cool thing about this is that these legs, they're not painted. The upper waistline is already red. So if you find yourself, which I actually ordered one off eBay, I found one that had the unpainted theme. So I definitely want to play that out as a potential future video. Go in the comments and let me know. Definitely drop a like if you guys think that's something you guys would love to see, the unpainted version right there of Heidenreich. Now, Matt Morgan, another character too, and I know some people may be like, dude, I don't know. I feel like Matt Morgan was more cut, more defined, and you are right. Not going to disagree with you. I do feel like that a different upper torso would work a lot better for Matt Morgan. I just really wanted to capture the height that the only figure that gave us right there was with the old country hillbilly Jim, and again, one that you could have either used for him or the Vladimir Kozlov. Now, another one that we are going to be doing right here within the video, we're going to go ahead and convert, and shout out to my boy MDT, because this was beautiful, you guys. The whole return of Michaels, another attire that we haven't seen. So the fact that we got it right here with this Roddy Piper, I sometimes truly think that Mattel does this like for a purpose. Like, you know what? This is going to work out well. I'm sure people will want Roddy Piper and They Live Hollywood theme, but I also think that a lot of people want Shawn Michaels in his street gear when he took on Triple H. And I'll tell you what, this is the closest thing that we're going to get, even down to the boots, the color of the boots. I mean, yeah, the whole lower half right here for the actual pants could have been crunched up and kind of give it like that Shield pants theme look. But regardless, this head scan over here for the return over on Roddy Piper, it's going to be insane. So again, definitely stay tuned to the end of the video because that's one right there that's got to happen with some sweet chin love. Now, another gear that I wanted to benefit right here from the most recent Rollins, there you go, my friends. Purple gear. This one right here has kind of been sitting around the bin. It's like, yo, what the hell happened to my head skate? Right here, Hero Fakes. We've been waiting for you. Yeah! So Rollins getting back into the groove of things with his purple attire. And I think that pretty much wraps them all up, you guys. I know Beastie, you guys are waiting on him, but he will have to wait for us to go ahead and take care of these customs. So that being said, bada boom, bada bang, let's get this going, my friends. Here we got all the fix-ups done up, and this one, I gotta say, probably one of my favorite, I would say so far this year. I knew I wanted to recreate this when they finally revealed the final images of the Shirtless Undertaker. I just had no idea that this was gonna turn out as good as it did, you guys. And I gotta tell you, the whole torso cracking process, it really wasn't that bad. Like, I thought I was gonna have a nightmare with that earlier figure that was made back in 2010, but even that figure, you can see that it's doing some great benefits. This is kind of like the whole jean shirt removed right here off the American Badass. So again, you're going to get some great usage out of this, but I truly think that the reason why people are going to do this fix-up is because of this. The head scan too, I didn't need to swap out the neck peg. I ended up utilizing the exact same one, which I believe as far as like the whole height dimension was the exact same thing as what we already had in here. So I think it's just going to have to be changed right there if you were planning on using a different head scan, maybe it was like a smaller, shorter one. But I think this one, you guys, check this out. And I still kept the shirt on. That way it still kind of had that theme right there that he was pulling it down right there in the middle of the match. And that looks beautiful. Really no torso crack lines. The seams are looking real clean. Got to push them in a little bit, lift up the arms. But I got to say, as an overall Undertaker, this right here is definitely hitting the home run within the fix-up game. For your boy Rollins right here, also getting the great update, you guys. And you guys know how we felt when we converted this basic right here into Elite. And the reason why I'm saying this is because that's exactly what it was. This originally was based off a 2-pack, at least when it came to the jacket. And that's the reason why you could tell right there with the whole points of articulation. But yeah, we popped it onto the Elite. but there was one more piece that was missing, and that was creme de la creme with the brand new Elite Series 93 Rollins. Burn it down! Haha, so clean, you guys. This right here was already a banger, but all those little extra additions that get slapped onto these figures is what really brings this right here to a brand new scale. Now for Beastie Boy, two benefits, right? One, obviously, the Shawn Michaels in the streak gear. Now we can take on Shawn Michaels. He says, oh, all right, so we're making a comeback special. You want to fight me? Oh, yeah. We got streak gear right here with your boy Michaels with the blue jeans. Really, the only thing missing here, I would say, is the logo going across the top. But all that aside, this right here, perfect piece to bring two figures into one and bring in that holy grail that people have been waiting on, because you guys already saw the reveals. 2 weeks ago, they showed us that they were going to make a streak gear Brock Lesnar. And this one right here was doing some good stuff right here. Obviously, we were using this head scan over here to kind of bring it all together. But when we finally got our hands on the John Nada, sure, I mean, we can mix it up. We can either A, keep it on right here on the actual in-ring gear that you're seeing it, but I wanted to have it on here instead of over here. That way you can get a good idea of the difference between Murdoch and what Mattel is bringing. And you already know, now that they actually have like the whole tooling for this actual top, this is most likely, I would say this will be the top that they will be using for that future streak gear Brock Lesnar. Head scan right here, obvious right here, Jay Reigns, this is a custom head scan. This is not an official Mattel release. If you guys are going to ask in the comments, there you go, my friends. Obviously, I also do think that they will most likely go with a different gear or a different color for the actual top. They'll either probably go with red or something that he's worn right there within the recent weeks. Now, Mike Knox, here we go, you guys. Here is the whole beginning stages of the basic being converted into elite. And I'm going to show you what a mean Mark Callows looks like when the man has gone basic. This is horrible. What are we looking at here, you guys? This has got to be probably the worst figure, at least fix-up, but this isn't the reason why we came here, you guys. You guys wanted to see what that Undertaker, what that mean Mark was going to do, and I got to say this works well as far as height. This should be pretty accurate. I think Mike Knox was between either 6'8" and 6'9", so I think having that 6'10" marker fodder is going to do real well. Obviously, you'll have to go down right here to the short lines, so as long as you tape it up, and we will do that, we'll keep you updated right here on a future video. Definitely turn on that notification, man. That's what I'm telling you. You ain't trying to be missing any of this, because Mike Knox, he has only started the whole beginning process. But this was today's video, you guys. As we did mention, all these extra marks, they're not going to go to waste. And if you guys were wondering what you could do with one of the vests, well, right here, we got your man, Mr. Windham. Use that. You can use actually one of many, because I know he's not the only character that has used that vest. But give me your thoughts. Let me know what you guys think of your boy Roddy Piper bringing two different looks. The streak gear within Michaels. Beastie Boy right here being amped up. You know he's ready. That official release by Mattel. We're over here holding our fingers, hoping that it gets released sooner than later. And that Shirtless Taker, you guys. Oh my, oh my. And of course, plenty of other possibilities, such as your boy Matt Morgan or this guy. I mean, there's a whole plethora, you guys. I had a lot of fun in today's video. Bunch of fighters just waiting over here to getting turned up. And if you guys do want to get turned up on the regular, you know what you got to do. Hit the subscribe button, drop a like, and we'll see you, dead man, on the next one. Rest in peace.